Alright, everybody out there, as the festive music dictates, we're in the holidays. Not allowed to say Christmas or anything else like that these days because of all the sensitivities, but that's alright. The holidays bring out a lot of things, and one of the things that it actually brought out in me today was the urge to splurge, and that is on some dessert foods that I'm going to be taking to my family. And I'll make a quick trip to visit a few peoples that I know over the next couple of days. And one of the best items that I know to make, well actually there's two of them, in the dessert field. I'm not going to show you everything that I'm going to do, but I wanted to show you my version of a chocolate cheesecake. And then, as you can see in the description, it says chocolate cheesecake PvP build. And the reason why is I'm not trying to be funny, but I'll dare anybody out there to take me on as far as making a cheesecake, because this one right here, in my opinion, is the best of the best. I get compliments on it every single time that I do one of these. But this one right here is the chocolate cheesecake, and I'm going to go over the ingredients with you. I don't know exactly how much detail I'm going to go into. Maybe show you what you need to actually make this recipe-wise, because this one right here I've done over the past few years, and this is the first time in the past 2 years that I've actually made this one. Well, here we go. Now I'm going to go over the ingredients and how much of this that you need, give or take, depending on your taste. But I like the Nestle Toll House semi-sweet. Now you can go semi-sweet or you can go bittersweet as far as your chocolate. Just all depends on what you like. Me, I like the semi-sweet because I'm going to actually, oh yeah, there's one other thing. I'm actually going to fold in probably about a quarter cup of sour cream, which I'm not going to have right here. Got it in the refrigerator chilling out. But you're going to need you a cup and a half of some chocolate chips. And I do the little miniature chocolate chips because they melt easier. Alright, and then you need I don't know why I got it in this, just easier to pour and all that. You're only going to need a half a cup of sugar. Granulated, and I've actually made this one time with convection sugar. It makes it a little bit more smooth. It gives it a little bit of a sweeter flavor, especially if you're using bittersweet, and there is a difference in the texture as far as that goes, but this time we're going to use granulated sugar. We need, since these come in 8 ounce, I got 2 of these. You need about 11 ounces of cream cheese. And me, sometimes I just go for the gusto and just use both sticks, because with this one and the sour cream and the sweetness that we're going to have in here, especially along with the next ingredient, the butter, you need a quarter cup of margarine, which these right here come in these little convenient packs for this time of the year. A quarter cup right there. 1 little stick, softened. These have been sitting out for a little while, so they're almost ready to go. And last but not least, you're going to need a couple of cups. And once again, this right here is probably more, I don't know, that's right about it. But I usually use this whole tub, give or take. You don't have to like scrape the sides or anything. But I'm trying to let this thaw because anymore they keep these in the freezer for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. I guess they don't mold as fast at the grocery store. But that's pretty much it. And of course, the pie pan. Now, you can use the 9-inch. Myself, I always go with the little bit of a bigger one that has the 2 extra servings in it. I don't know if you can see that right there. And the reason being is like I said, you know, with me going with a whole tub of this and 2 sticks of cream cheese, it'll take up that little extra space. And the chocolate chips, you're not exact on any of this. If you want to be exact, be exact. So you got a cup and a half of chips, which this is 2 cups, so I might just melt the whole thing. You got a quarter cup of granulated sugar, or I'm sorry, a half a cup of granulated sugar, 11 ounces of cream cheese, a quarter cup of butter, which I always get Land O'Lake unsalted butter, always good. I use this butter on anything, not just baking. This is awesome butter, especially if you do biscuits or American style biscuits. Whip topping, like I said, I'm gonna use the whole tub more than likely, and You'll need a little bit of this if you want to. You don't have to use the whole thing. Maybe put some to the side if you want to spread some across the top and make some type of little Christmassy decoration after you get done with this. That's fine too. And basically what you do is you melt the chips and get this nice and smooth, which takes about the longest time in the whole prep of this recipe, melting chips. Now you can do it over a double boiler, that's fine, or you can just stick it in the microwave like I'm going to do in a ceramic bowl. And I'll show you the bowl that I use here in a minute, or as I'm doing this you'll see how I'm doing it. And then you melt the chips, stir it, making sure it's smooth, set aside, let it start cooling down. Mix the cream cheese, the sugar, the butter until it's smooth. You don't want any, like, you know, the sugar. The one reason I like to use convection sugar is it smooths out better. But the sweetness of granulated and convection, there's a lot of difference in that. A lot of difference. So it just depends on how you want your chocolate to smooth out. If you want it to be more rich, use the convection sugar. If you want the traditional taste to the chocolate, use granulated. And that's why we're going with this, because I want to do one of each. Alright, and this right here, we're going to just do this one. And you mix all this together. Then you fold in your chocolate. You can either do it manual. I'm doing all this manually. I don't have a mixer here. And mix all of it together until everything's smooth. You'll know it when it gets there, okay? Another thing, like I said, I'm going to fold in probably about a 1/4 cup of sour cream on this. So that's going to add a little bit of a bitter sour cream taste to it. I mean, that's just, in my opinion, no cheesecake is complete without some type of sour cream in it. Alright, so you fold all that together. You already got your pie crust. You don't have to worry about making it. That's why I do it in this. And since this is a no-bake, you don't have to worry about the springform pans and the water baths and baking and hours and all this. All you do is mix all these ingredients together, which I'll show you how to do here in just a minute. Put it in this pan and let it chill out, and that's pretty much it. So stick around and I'll show you how all the ingredients come together. Alright, here's the next step. And this right here, depending on how you do it, you can use a mixer. Just mix it on low, medium, whatever. I got a stick of softened cream cheese. We got our 1/4 stick of butter, which we're going to add to the bowl. And we're going to add the sugar in. And me, I just, sprinkle around, whatever, and put it on top. And mix all this together. And this is going to take a little while because I'm doing it live with my little mixer here, and I'm sure I'll go use something else to help mix it together. But you get this until it's smooth, and I'll come back and show you how that comes together. I put probably 2 tablespoons, maybe a little more, I don't know, I didn't measure it, but this is about the consistency and smoothness that you want on this. Let's see if it'll actually do it justice here. But this is what we got, okay? And at this point, I have melted my chocolate. Look how good that is, or looks. And me, as you'll notice, got my spoon upside down. I just find it stirs the chocolate, and you don't get as much waste on your chocolate this way. And once again, you're supposed to use a blender. And for those of you thinking maybe, well, who's this guy? He sounds like he's got like the flu. Why is he breathing all over the food? Just got a little case of laryngitis, if you hadn't heard. And I'm not sick or anything, just slept with the window open the other night and got a little laryngitis. But look how nice and smooth the chocolate is at this point. And right there, some seriously poundage happening right there. Look at this. Almost like frosting. Yeah. With the other ingredients. And I'll get all this blended together and come back and show you how it's going to look. Alright, so here's what you end up with. Almost a chocolate mousse looking blend, but this is blended. It almost has that little milk chocolate malted looking texture to it. And I'm going to get this in the pie crust. and come back and show you what we're going to end up doing to this pie. Alright, not the fancy of the most fancy that I've ever done, but there's the garnish that I did with it. I don't know if you can actually see. There is my chocolate cheesecake, PvP style. In any case, it's a damn good cheesecake. Ooh, heavy and rich. And we'll wrap it up there. Go out there and have some fun and enjoy all the holiday foods that you encounter. And for real, we keep this up, we're going to need more than a 60-day challenge for 2009. See you later. And remember, whatever you do, it's a craft of the mind.